We have gloves
Right
under here.
sink.
Black gloves, really?
Yeah.
You should have said we had these a long time ago. Here we go. I'm calling these the OJs. What's up, y'all? This is Chef Marquis Hayes from the Bronx. Come from Brown Butter, New York, and today we're gonna teach you how to make an avocado hash. It's not gonna be your typical avocado toast. I'm gonna do a parsnip and Idaho potato blend. I'm gonna turn that into a waffle. Using the waffle iron, as a kid growing up in the Bronx, I always loved waffles, so I eat waffles with everything. So we're gonna need a few limes, vine ripe tomatoes, potatoes, avocados, parsnips, crème fraîche, and cilantro are the main ingredients, and we're gonna accent that out with a few microgreens, some thyme. So our first step is cleaning the parsnips and potatoes. We want to make sure that our parsnips and potatoes don't have any skin on them whatsoever. When I first got to the last space that I was working at, people were saying we need a French fry without you immersing it in a bunch of fat. So I said, how can I do that? And then the waffle was the light bulb that came upon my head that day. And that was a way to introduce a different version of this avocado toast. And I came up with the avocado hash. And we're gonna get a nice fine grate. I use potato with this recipe because it holds as a nice bonding agent, and it also adds more texture than the parsnip would give you if you were just to crisp the parsnip up by itself. You just want that sweet parsnip flavor to shine through on the waffle. Notice I put my OJs on to squeeze out the potatoes and the parsnip. I'm gonna squeeze these in the bowl and get all this liquid out. This is what's gonna give us our crispy, crunchy texture once it hits that steam in the waffle iron. Squeeze the shit out of it. Like you're applying pressure to someone on your block. Anyway, I'm seasoning it with a little bit of chives and a little bit of salt and pepper. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in this. Wouldn't hurt to add some thyme. Grew up in a pretty rough neighborhood and sold a lot of drugs as a kid. There's no food culture where I came from. We had KFC, we had Popeyes, we had Chinese food, we had pizza. So I decided I'll start cooking in my house. My friends would always pile up in my house because my house was the place to hang out. They would bring their drugs and they would bring their food, and I would cook up both on the same stove. New York Times just did an article and it was read from crack to croquettes. And that's my slogan, because I literally went from crack to croquettes. If you follow your heart and go with your passion, you can do whatever you want and people will pay attention to it. You should have your iron plugged up and ready to go as soon as you finish draining your potatoes and parsnips. The hotter the iron, the sexier the waffle. Let that heat up. It's probably gonna take 2 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, while we're doing that, we can start prepping out our tomato confit. We're gonna take the flesh out of these and just keep the petals. I love tomato confit. It's an intense, robust flavor of tomato concentrated in that one little leaf. A little bit of salt, pepper, olive oil, and thyme. We're gonna crush up some garlic. I'm gonna go in to the convection oven. 375, 400 for about a good 10 minutes. Swag. I'm looking for the smell. It's gonna get really aromatic in the kitchen, and it's gonna be like a slight crispiness on the skin part of it. Those are going. We're gonna spray this waffle iron. Right now, we're just gonna make sure that there's enough fat or grease inside this iron to make sure that we get a perfectly crispy waffle. So you wanna hear that sizzle, you wanna hear that going on. And at this point, when you're doing this, you can still give it one last little squeeze. And we're gonna spread this out here. Okay, good to go. Keep your eye on steam. You're gonna see a lot of steam after all that excess water is cooked out. You wanna make sure there's enough steam, and you're gonna smell it. It's just gonna smell like French fries without the oil. So we're gonna say 10 minutes in the waffle iron. Now we're gonna make the avocado puree. We're looking for a nice, vibrant green puree. Avocado in the food processor. Get in there with that spoon at the very tip. We're gonna put a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil in this. We want the essence of cilantro, not too much cilantro. a half a lime. This portion of it is to taste. Put this in the food processor, and I'm gonna let this process, and it's gonna get a nice, thorough incorporation. Take this out. So this is what we're looking for, a nice, creamy avocado texture. Potato is ready. It's your base, so you want this crispy, crunchy, flaky strands of potato and parsnip. The crispier, the better. Good shit. And this is what you want with your tomatoes. It's just the essence of garlic, thyme, salt, pepper, olive oil, heat. 10 minutes, nice, gushy, full of flavor. Once you have all your other components ready, we're gonna poach some eggs. White wine vinegar helps to encapsulate the membrane. Sexy. All right, now our egg is done. That was about 5 minutes. If you poach your egg perfectly, you're gonna see that yellow hue dead center. So we're gonna start plating. I'm gonna put like 3 tomato petals here on that waffle. We can place our egg on top of that guy. Add some avocado puree. Crème fraîche. Some microgreens. And this is your avocado hash. Let's take a bite. Copy. That's good shit right there.